How's it, guys? Welcome to the last game for the day in the men's section. We have Vitoria Sports Club, one of the favourites for the tournament, up against Maputo, one of the developing sides that has come through to this tournament. It's been a very, very long day of polo, and hopefully we get another good game here where we get to spectate nicely. Don't have any rough and tumbles that we've had a couple of the way through the day, and yeah, some all-round enjoyment. And most of this Portuguese side, I believe I might get some of these names wrong, but please forgive me. I'm also just reading them for the first time. All right, awaiting the swim-off. And Mike Brady brings a start to this game. Uncontested swim-off from Maputo, and it looks like it's going to be a comfortable swim-off for Vitoria. Oh, we don't have a centre forward sitting for Vitoria. I wonder what their strategy is here. Number 2 is now driven into the hole, playing for a foul on the outside. Ball is still live. Oh, risky pass. He recovers, ball into the hole. How's he going to work it? Oh, what a finish. Fantastic finish from number 2, Vitoria Sports Club, Tiago Teixeira.
And Tiago's been showing a lot of ability in this tournament. One of their better players. Yeah, great centre forward. Welcome, my name is Alex Benitez. I'm just joining Blaine here. Just coming from the girls game on the other side.
All right, Maputo's got the ball up on the left. See what they're going to look to do. They're setting up quite far up here. Their wingers are sitting on 5 or 6 meters. Playing for a foul here. Nice ball moving around. That's good. Ball to the top, playing for a foul. Ooh, lob pass. Ooh, it's made it down to the right wing. And he's gone for a shot. Ooh, good save. Well done, keeper. Is that going to go for a tee? No, keeper recovers. Good save by Carlos Gomez.
We see the Vitorians taking it a bit slow up the pool, not burning too much energy too soon. Waiting to put that ball into the hole.
Ball over the top for the guys always aware. Oh, great steal. Well done.
That number 11, Hugo Fonseca, I would definitely say early on the MVP player. And we see Igor pulling up onto a hole position on 5 meters, trying to draw a foul.
Foul game. Not looking forward, only looking back. Oh, no one's looking to receive the ball, and Vitoria Sports Club.
Blaine, it just comes to a bit of awareness from both players. Why is he passing to a guy that's not looking to him?
And why is he not looking to receive the pass in that situation? But it is, after having played this Vitoria side, oh, beautiful, beautiful finish. They are quite possibly the most textbook side that I've ever played against when it comes to body position and awareness around the pool.
Exactly, as well as clinical finishing.
Everything. The ball always moves to the person who it feels like it is meant to take the shot. Their attack never looks forced. Even when they were pushed earlier on today against the Rondebosch side, I believe they were 2 goals down at half. I stand to be corrected on that, but they ended up pulling away, I think, by 5 or 6 goals. But it should be noted that I think Devon Card stepped away halfway through that game to go and coach the ladies team. But,
we just see there again, Tiago Teixeira with another one-on-one finish, and we're up to 2-0.
Foul gain, quite far out on the water. Playing a risky ball into the hole. The centre forward has recovered
Eagle gets the foul.
Ooh, not given as a ball under. Centre forward plays it out, and it's dumped into the corner. Wise decision to not get a harsh counter attack against you. As a goalkeeper, Alex, I'm sure you appreciate that.
Yes. My biggest call-outs are cover and near corner.
Oh, Sensor's not looking. Sensor's looking. He's wearing the centre back as a backpack. Is that ball going to go in? It's going to go in. Not a huge rock off. Technical rock off. Ball goes back out on the man up. 10's going to take his water here. Player 1-2 with the right wing. It's going to go to the left his hand. And easy, elementary polo. Makes it look so simple.
And again, Thiago Teixeira just on his hat-trick already, in the right place at the right time. But, you know, kudos to his teammate, Nuno Fernandes.
For having that vision to make the extra
pass. Having the vision, putting the ball into the hole originally, allowing him to win the kick out, kicking it to the wing, and one more pass, as you said.
A little bit premature from Maputo, yeah. Getting quite excited to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah. So the tournament brought to you by ItsHappening.Africa as well as Nando's. The first of its kind, and we look to host many more in the future and grow the sport not only in South Africa but Mozambique and beyond.
Oh,
ball
they've
into
got
the
a
left-hand
chance
side.
They've got a chance. Look dangerous. Ooh. Oh, good save. Well done, Keeps. In that situation, you do want your keeper to bring that down in front of him, provided that there is somebody on the far right-hand side looking dangerous. I'm going to stop talking because there's a chance up here on the left. Composure, he drops the ball, picks it up again, under the arm finish, clean as day.
Another one of those things that keepers' pet peeves is that, you know, you're so prepped for the first shot and the shooter puts it down, you lower your guard and
under the arm.
Yeah,
it is pretty fun to put it under the keeper's arm, I must be honest.
Yeah, so with the keeper, I would say that, you know, it just depends on situation. I had a ball yesterday come close to me and I could have caught it, but I knew there was a player right next to me, so I'd rather tip it off with the two and let everyone get back, yeah.
In the end of the day, it is your goal, so your voice is the final say. It should be noted the goalkeeper for the Maputo side, Tyron, is quite fantastic. I've had a few training sessions with him. His reflexes are brilliant, and it's one of the most noticeable things about him is you'll see if he dives up for a top corner save, his following hand, the hand that's not going for the save, comes up as well, just in case the shot, in case the attacker has a little flick of the wrist and changes direction.
Interesting technique.
Very interesting technique. And once again, goal capitalized quite easily on the extra man by Vitoria Sports Club.
Yeah, and Andre Pereira with an easy finish.
I wonder how much we're going to see of Pedro Souza this game. Having played against him, that man is clinical.
He's actually currently on the bench.
It looks like they're resting their superstar.
Yeah, he, from a goalie's perspective, his book is lethal. I've been faked out a couple of times by him and beaten on my near corner.
I think one of those times I was supposed to be blocking that near corner, Alex. Early pressure on the outside. Number 11, who has not got out the pool yet for Maputo, seems to be quite the work. Ooh, two-hand under for the foul. Once again, Maputo press. Ooh, okay, I think they just let that ball go. So one of the issues here with Maputo is you can see their front line's not getting down onto two. So their centre forward is sitting on about 3 or 4 meters, and then the people who are supposed to be on that line with them, the wingers, are, brilliant save, Tyron. I don't know if you guys saw, but both hands came up there. That is pure instinct and a brilliant save to bring it down right next to him as well, to not swat that back to halfway for them to have another attack.
Reaching across all the way to the other side of the goal with a full flat hand.
Well done.
So I think, as you were saying about their setup, it's, you know, it's that classic like developing side. They kind of rely on a couple of guys and they're not really able to get a full structure going. And then they just really play for a foul and shot.
And if you don't have that player down on the two, it becomes very difficult to create a threat from the outside, because what happens is if your wings who are meant to be on the two are pressing out to 4, your fetchers sitting on the perimeter can not join you coming up. So now they're pushed out to 8 or 9 meters, and then your centre back has to be further behind than that, and he's sitting almost on halfway in a long course pool. And against this level of goalkeeper, you're not going to score those kind of shots from that range unless you pull off something quite spectacular.
Yeah, well, there's a deflection. Another easy finish for Diego Teixeira.
May I ask if you're bringing up that deflection because of that halfway shot against Tux that went past you?
Yes, which Justin blamed me for.
Oh, fantastic. That was a very good shot by Joshi Schmidt on the opposition, a very, very good friend of mine, a very, very good player. Okay, Maputo moving up, at least their front three are moving up in a solid line now. Ball's played quite wide to the right-hand side here. Receives the foul. Number 4, not looking to play the ball, looking more to play the man on the foul, as it seems like a pattern. Oh, a strong front mark coming in from number 11 at the back there. That ball can't really go into hole at all. Oof, and a lapse of concentration causes another turnover for Vitoria. We have a breakaway down the middle of the pool, and a very, quite surprisingly, not a perfect pass coming from that Vitoria goalkeeper who's been making unreal passes all day, landing directly on the nose of their attackers, not having to look left or right for the ball.
And a little bit of basics going amiss, like we were saying, their fundamentals are good, but, Nuno swimming head down, losing track of the ball. Hugo calling for the ball. I think he's setting up for a foul once they have a dip at the goal.
Oh, he's playing that ball in, unlike the defense is awake. Number 11, Andre Pereira, looking very sharp and ready on that front mark to make that steal.
We have a 4 and 2 on the other side.
Watch how they're going to just pass this ball into the goal. Ooh! I spoke too soon, and that comes to the end of the chukker. Very dominant performance from Vitoria, leading this chukker 6-0. Leading this game 6-0, I should say.
See you guys in the second quarter. At St. David's, Marist, Inanda, between Maputo and Vitoria. Maputo gets the swim off. We're in the second quarter and they are leading 6-0.
Oh, good pass. Keep attacking your open water. That's a penalty. Oh, the ref's not giving anything on that. Playing advantage for the shot.
Yeah, so allowing the shot to be advantage. No need for a penalty if he's had his opportunity.
Especially when you come up against a developing side like this, you're letting them. You also got to let them learn. This is, in the end of the day, what this experience is all about. Is trying to develop polo throughout these teams. And although Vitoria are clearly the better side and possibly tournament favourites, you don't want a team to be reffed at the top of the game when they aren't a team capable of playing at the top of the game, if that makes sense. You don't want to break down their confidence. Rather let them learn and develop a passion for the game.
Of course, and a great work there by Landel Cordero to jump across. A little bit of a risky maneuver, but successful in his defensive attempt. So we're seeing we are seeing those improvements and some developments. Guys are learning the game while they're here.
There it is, elementary water polo once again. Straight back down to basics. Look for the easy pass. Draw the keeper over to the close post. And if you do that, look dangerous, somebody else in your team can just pass the ball straight into the goal.
And it's the common denominator throughout the day, Blaine. And our coach always says that there's always a pass. There's always a pass, the final pass, to get that ball into the net. An easier shot opportunity, where the keeper's coming across from the other side of the goal. Ricardo on the ball, waiting for Igor to set his hips.
Looking for another foul on the outside. It doesn't look like anyone's looking for the ball. 10 looks like he's making an effort here. 10 is
Landel Cordero.
7 making a good drive into open space. The shot comes from inside the 5, which is obviously a reversal, unfortunately. Once again, a great long-distance pass from the goalkeeper. And we are once again extra man for Vitoria, looking for the open pass. And again, passing the ball into the back of the net. Well played. And that is a goal from number 4, Andre Rocha, or Rocha. I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce Portuguese, so I don't too well.
We've been apologizing all week. So they've rotated the center forward. There's no name here, but this time not Igor.
Picking up a foul in his own half is number 10. Again, number 10 is Landel Cordero.
Do they go for the ranged attempt of the goalie? 3 seconds left.
2. Dump the ball. Good composure from Tyron. Well done, boy. Oh, exquisite pass once again from the goalkeeper. Look again, all the way, easy pass over to the left-hand side, ball into the open man in the middle, and finishes confidently from number 2, Thiago Teixeira, on the score sheet once again this weekend.
So you see that even though it was a great cross pass to the left-hand side, he could have finished it, but the bait opens up one more player, one more pass.
And as a goalkeeper, your legs get more and more tired every time an attacker makes you dedicate to a post. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Long pass up from Tyron. Very good pass, I might add. Ball again, looking for a foul on the outside of the pool on the left-hand side there. Ball playing in. Is he going to look for a shot? Unfortunately, all he gets off is a little flick of the wrist. Lands comfortably in the keeper's hand. And let's see what comes from this attack from Vitoria.
A little bit of creativity. Trying something new.
Oh, well, oh! Kick out for number 12 from
Maputo.
Edson Igashev.
It's a bit of a tough one there.
Ooh, unlucky. Tyron got a full hand to that. I do agree with you on that unlucky call there. I feel like Tyron may have gotten that ball.
Was the advantage there because was he close enough? Was there Tyron there first? Was the player riding too much?
Impeding him from scoring his probable goal.
That's where referees are, they're always the bad guy. They have to have a lot of decision making, a lot of rules to consider in the space of a second or 2 seconds.
Look, refereeing is no easy task. If I could avoid refereeing, I'd do it as much as I can. I know when I had my short stints of coaching at St Albans, I had to ref some of those first team games. And there's some of the coaches with voices that project quite loud. I'm sure some of you, I'm sure everyone in the country has heard Nardis Pardomos project his voice at you. He doesn't agree with one of the calls you make.
Of course.
But in the end of the day, you've got to play to the ref, and you've got to play the game, because the ref can only blow what he sees. And even if you did make no infringement as the defender or the attacker, if a player makes it look like he's got you on the wrong side, I mean, wit is a big part of this game as well. So if you're caught off your body position, although maybe you didn't do anything wrong, he just did something right, and you'll be sent to the corner for that. Good finish from Miguel Castro. Vitoria now lead the game 10-0 in the second chaka with 1 minute 30 left to play.
A bit of frustration shown by the Maputo side amongst each other, you know. A small error that there's two guys down on the two, one guy receives an open pass on the hand. Could be easily avoided. So they've rotated Hugo Fonseca into the hole. He's been doing a good job of getting front water, but the perimeter player is just not getting it into him.
Somebody needs to look to fetch the ball here from Tyrone.
Probably Igor trying to draw a foul.
7 seconds left on the attack here. Ball goes back into Igor. Igor plays the ball to the left-hand side. The Vitorian drop is too sharp, and we are once again away on a 2-on-1 counter-attack.
Sultan yelling for that ball, but Igor not having his blinders off, looking far enough left.
And Nuno Fernandez with a very confident finish. 2 big balks and a confident lean to the left-hand side and rounding the keeper into the top corner.
Yeah, the fundamental way and right way to beat a keeper, almost guaranteed 99% of the time.
I should be taking some notes from him after my one-on-one miss against Ronda Vache.
Yeah, we're going to have to buy a lot of tequila on Sunday for all of our errors
this weekend.
15 seconds left.
That's the beauty of the team sport there, Alex. Make some mistakes, learn to play with your teammates, and punish them adequately for their mistakes.
Yeah, all in good light. Does he have a range attempt? 1 second.
And that is the time.
Not
we
quick
will
enough.
be with you again in the third chaka.
Oh!
Come.
I've never seen that before.
I mean, neither. That was pretty amazing. I've seen something similar in football where the goalkeeper did a scorpion kick save. That was quite fantastic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in the third quarter. Are we off yet? This is brought to you by It's Happening Africa and Nando's. Thank you.
Welcome back to the third chaka of this game between Vitoria and Maputo. Vitoria leading the game 12-0. And this tournament is brought to you by It's Happening, USN,
Africa.
and Nando's.
It's Happening
Africa. Speaking of Nando's, my colleague has decided to dive into a nice chicken burger / Prego with some nice hot sauce on the chips.
Always a great combination.
Okay, so we are seeing Pedro Sousa in the pool. Oh, very, very good hold ball into the hole. Turn from their starting centre forward. Hits the upright. And has Tyron react quick enough to get this ball? He has. Well done, Tyron.
Tyron's arms are very long, able to outreach his centre forward opponent.
It's a very, very good pass, that long pass all the way up to number 7 over there.
I think my spotted tridents is being challenged.
Nothing like some competition for your position. I mean, we have 3 centre-backs fighting for our position at the time. Foul inside the 5, so he obviously cannot shoot. Plays that ball out to number 7. Looking for a foul. Ball back into the hole. Oh, and deemed a clean steal by the referees. Well done to Dimitri Sobeci. Ball up to the top for Pedro Sousa. Attacking the water here. We're going to see him pick it up, give 2 big walks. Oh, just 1 big walk and straight over the head of the goalkeeper.
Least favorite place for them to shoot. And I was saying earlier, and I noticed that, you know, overseas and when we played the Swiss team a couple of years ago at Currie Cup, their first place to go is over their head, as opposed to where we always try and go wide. So it's an uncommon thing for us, and we're a bit unused to it. You know, those keepers that have played overseas will know that it's more favor towards that. It's the last place the keeper's hands go.
It's the furthest distance the hands can travel for a goalkeeper.
Just depends on your hand placement as a keeper, though. If you're waiting for that first, and if they see you doing that, then they'll place you wide.
That also comes down to the various keepers' one-on-one techniques, obviously. That was a peach of a pass from Tyron, and it's get dumped into the corner. He made that pass comfortably from his 3-meter and landed in the face of his teammates all the way up on the other side of the pool.
Yeah,
and an equally impressive pass all the way back up to the pool to number 7, who rounds the keeper with a textbook finish, Rui Ramos. And now with these new rules, it's almost cynical to not pick the ball up and just raise your arm and lean. I've seen quite a few of these Portuguese players actually this weekend. They don't even attempt to balk or anything. They pick the ball up, straighten their arm up, tread out as high as they can. If you touch them, it's a penalty.
And also,
speaks volumes on their composure as well.
A lot of our sides, you know, they're playing for that shot and they'll always stop, take a pause and wait for the referee. These overseas teams play for the goal. Stop waiting, stop stopping. And that's why they're better for it.
Ooh, a shot coming there.
We do know Igor. Yeah, he does have a bit of a cannon. He scored a couple already in the tournament.
And again, here we go with Pedro Sousa. Nice, easy ball over the top to one-on-one with Rui Ramos. Walk. Unfortunately, the keeper can't do much. Finished quite comfortably.
Yeah, Sandro had the right idea. He was down on his play on the 2. And then leaving him to press the guy on the outside. You know, this is where, you know, clubs that have been playing for a long time know these fundamental defensive patterns or structures, which I think these guys will learn soon enough.
If the team is winning comfortably, so stop-start, we're switching over to running time. Yeah, so if the game finishes quickly, you can't.
Great attempt here from Landau, getting a foul on the perimeter.
Oh, that is
Pearl
a
of a
peach
pass.
of a pass. Oh, the composure there from number 7 to round. Look for the extra pass again, and there it is. Simple pass into the goal after drawing 2 men onto his back and sinking the goalkeeper.
This is where I think we lack, and personally, even as our team has tried, and you know, we'll do all that work and not consider that extra player to guarantee yourself the goal.
Couldn't agree more, Alex. Vitoria are leading this game quite comfortably at 16-0. Mike Brady calling back the Maputo side to come just close enough to halfway where he'll allow it.
Yeah, a little bit eager. So in a couple of games that I saw earlier, they did trade out Tyron.
Yes.
I wonder if they did trade him out from goals into outfield. I wonder if they'll do the same.
Rui Ramos in no mood to play with the keeper this time. Doesn't want to play with his food. He just buries it straight into the bottom corner.
But that's the
unpredictability of them. Because you actually, I tried to even predict what he was going to do on one of his things, and he just shot the ball straight over the goalkeeper. Speaks volumes on their experience and their composure in every situation.
So, you know, the previous guy comes in, balks 3 times, and it keeps the keeper guessing.
The next guy does one balk, shoots it over the head. Third time, same guy's actually coming up the pool, and he just picks the ball up and rifles it into the bottom corner. Keeping the goalkeeper forever on his toes and not learning or having the opportunity to learn where that shot's going to come. He's just got to be ready for it. And as a attacker, that's what you want. You don't want a goalkeeper preparing for the same shot over and over again, because you will know if the team only shoots cross cage, you're going to sit cross cage. And you're going to take that 2 hands into your hand and look for the counter attack.
Oh, I see Vitoria has subbed in their junior keeper.
Extra pass. Extra call.
Clinical.
I believe they swapped their keeper in at the beginning of this chaka.
That's correct. Do you think we see 30 today, Blake?
I wouldn't be surprised if we did. However, it is not something I would like to see.
No.
We saw it earlier on in the tournament where Tux took on this Maputo side and put 37 goals past them, so they won. Very good to see the developing side getting a ball into the goal. Oh, mistake from table, keep running. 30 seconds had gone earlier there, ball looking into the hole, and a finish. Unlucky Tyrant to get a hand to that and still getting it into the bottom corner. This number 8, Salvador Lopez.
One of their main guns there.
One of their big boys. Played against him in our second game of this tournament, and we actually had a warm-up game against them as well on Sunday last week. It's really, really remarkable how he plays his role as a centre forward. He doesn't chase the ball. He picks his spot wherever the centre back wants to put him. He sits there, and Vitoria move the ball comfortably to that side, and that ball goes in, and if the shot's not on, he plays it out to the person who's dropped on him, and then again, a comfortable textbook goal by Vitoria. Really, really is refreshing to see water polo played from
So
other
methodically.
countries. Yeah, and so methodically. That's the best word. Well done, Alex. Comfortable save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Nice confidence booster. And an excellent pass from the youngster as well. Getting it all the way up full court.
Back to Rui Ramos on another counter-attack. Plays the ball to the open man. Again, composure, waits for the keeper to come and sink across. And that is the end of the third chaka.
We will see you guys at the fourth quarter. Be right back.
Why can't I change settings?
Switch on to.
Probably just see. I mean, I'm sure you can make the jump into the pool. I wonder if you could actually.
And welcome back to the final quarter of Vitoria versus Maputo. Vitoria leading this game 19-love.
Okay.
Oh, Maputo coming very close with that swim off. Well done by Pedro Cunha.
Ricardo putting in hard work on the graph there in the front. So it is our last game of the day and our last quarter. Tomorrow we have a few more group stage fixtures.
Oh, very, very good pass into the hole. Very, very, very good finish from Salvador Lopez, and a great pass into the hole from
And I
Pedro
think,
Souza.
yeah, I think those are two of their best players linking up, Salvador Lopez and Pedro Souza. Great
Number 8 and
combinations.
number 9. Myself being a number 9, I should say that the number 9s are generally the best players in the team, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Comfortable intercept by Pedro Souza.
So again, it's that knowledge of knowing that, you know, wing to wing isn't your smartest decision, especially as you've just set up.
What a pooch. The composure on the ball here showed by these players. Making excellent passes all the way over to the extra.
Great save by the goalie.
Fantastic save.
And that's not Tyron. I think that might be Silvio. They have swapped caps. I feel what he's saying, even though I don't understand. I do the same thing. As soon as I made a block, then I talk even louder to my teammates.
Ooh, a rare error there made by the Vitoria side. Number 7, Rui Ramos making a mistake, which is quite surprising considering the game he's had. But it just goes to show this is a game of focus, and anyone and everyone makes mistakes.
And the games are long. Counter-attack on the left-hand side. Great drive through to make a 2-on-1 situation.
Again, the extra pass passed into the goal by Salvador Lopez, number 8 and 9 combining once again.
And you see his awareness of the game. He doesn't drive to the left. He knows the guy on the 2 will pull left. He drives right. One more bite you, and then you guys have my undivided attention.
And it's my turn to dive into the net, is that it? Ooh, that's a good ball into the hole.
Yeah, well done by Hugo Fonseca. Again, game knowledge going amiss.
Once you've received the foul, for those who do not know, if you receive a foul inside the 6 meter, you cannot shoot. I believe he was actually inside the 5 there. If you're outside the 6, you may play yourself. It has to be visible to the referee, and then you may balk, which is quite a big change from the previous rules.
Yes, to encourage excitement for the sport for viewers.
Progressive polo.
Yeah. Fonseca on the ball. And again, we see that
Pedro Souza is on a counter-attack with a great pass once again from the goalkeeper. Hawk lean finish. Well done.
every single time, blocking, drawing to the left, finishing around the keeper, making it the longest reach and the toughest time. The Maputo goalkeeper vocalizing some of his frustrations. A common thing amongst goalkeepers as a secondary coach, and often the players get frustrated. Oh, now he's looking to join the attack.
Alex, hearing goalkeepers go off is always quite an interesting experience. You should try have a goalkeeper who's got earplugs in. If you have a conversation with him, he doesn't really hear what you say.
I actually think it's for the best they're playing, because most of the chirps and comments I used to hear don't get to me anymore, and I just carry on playing. Do they jump across here to prevent the... Yes, great. Forced a long pass.
Continuing the drive onto the post, pass into the two, and a simple finish.
So they had the right idea to do the shift there, to force the long pass and allow their defender to come back, but he just took too long. So we're sitting at 24-0.
Hopefully Maputo can get onto the board before the end of this game. It's always good for morale.
We usually see those opportunities taken by Igor Lunat at number 5 or Hugo Fonseca at 11. Here we go, Fonseca on the ball, looking to create something.
Quite a few drives happening at the same time here for Maputo, and it's a turnover, and we've got a counter-attack.
So referees
covering early.
So referees usually don't award that soft foul on the perimeter, knowing that they want to get a foul and play for the shot.
Oh, a rare miss from Pedro Souza.
Just too accurate, not getting the bottom corner, but the edge of the post and going wide. Fonseca looking for the ball, but the goalie going to the other side of the pool. We have Igor on the ball, wanting to play for a foul. I think Landau was making some friends. This arm around his head like that. And again, Fonseca just head down, not seeing the ball. Excellent turn from Pedro, and another donut finish.
Surprising not to see the extra pass there this time, Alex.
I think they've been clinical enough playing. Now they just want to see who gets the most goals, and whoever has the most goals buys dinner.
I saw a little bit of a shrug of the shoulders there from Pedro Souza after he swam the whole way up this exceptionally long pool and didn't receive that pass for the goal. But we're all human in the end of the day.
I think that's Portuguese for I know. Our final minute here between the Vitorian club from Portugal and the side from Maputo. Igor on the ball, looking to get a pass off to the wing. Successful. Great, some of their best playing we've seen. Plays himself, tries to come around. Again, once inside the 5 meter, that shot would not have counted, but taking too long and turnover nonetheless. Great job from the number 4 to come down. I think they're looking to do blocking instead of defending players.
Extra man, extra pass, another goal.
Yeah, another good finish from Is that Salvador? Pedro, hey? Number 9. Can't see the number too well from here. Eagle looking to have a wind, starting against it. The last 2 seconds, do they have a dip? Fortunately did not, and that is that from us, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wonderful day of water polo, both on the men's and ladies' side. This is Alex Benitez signing off, as well as Blaine Spitzold,
whose mouth is currently filled with Nando's wrap. Thank you for
Putting
extending the farewell greeting as long as you could.
Yeah.
However, still chewing. But we bid you farewell, and thank you for joining us for today, and we'll see you again tomorrow.